The ultimate sentimental favorite of the Schmoedown tournament is up next, and he is going up against arguably the ultimate dark horse of the tournament, and it goes down now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Alrighty, let's not waste any more time. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. I knew it was coming.
Well, well, what do we have here?
Well, hello, outlaw.
Don't give me that hello outlaw crap. You've been ducking me for far too long, Riley.
Oh, ducking you? Hardly.
Audio seems a little loud for
I'll take
only
you on
one volume
Schmoedown
notch on my
any day of the
computer.
week, any time.
I hope
Any day, any time.
the audio was I noticed a lot of people were
well, why don't you put your money where your mouth
kind of
is?
complaining that the audio mix in the last match was kind of
Oh, you want a Schmoedown right
weird.
now?
Schmoedown right
Put
now,
that way.
Riley.
Well, then draw.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. And if you think these two take movie trivia seriously,
Hello, Mark.
you should take
You gonna
the
win
fans into
today?
consideration. Y'all have been
I
begging
hope
for your shot
so.
at the movie trivia Schmoedown, and now you get your opportunity. We are proud to introduce the movie trivia Schmoedown app.
Not like I think anybody's bracket is already perfect or anything, but yeah. If Ellis loses,
Fans will be able
yeah,
to
you can
play
pretty
all
much
trivia
just.
modes and compete against your favorite
It's like,
competitors, join a league,
yeah, I think they
or
were
play a
pretty
friend
sure that
one-on-one.
nobody was going to get a perfect
After
bracket.
you accrue enough points, you can unlock the Inner Geekdom division and play in another format. Find some fans from all over the world, climb up the rankings, deem a champion, challenge a champion, make sure you've earned it.
Stacy Howard.
We're so excited for y'all to finally get your chance to play the movie trivia Schmoedown. This app is for all you movie trivia fans who have ever said,
I totally knew that.
how'd you miss that? It's for everybody. Make sure you guys download it right now on iTunes for a one-time fee of just $3.99. And make sure you request to join the Movie Trivia Facebook page. And then one day, maybe you can challenge the likes of a Roka, a Riley, maybe even your old pal, Baby Carrots.
If
I'll
you
be your
had the
Huckleberry
Schmoedown
at
app and you weren't part of this Facebook page yet, how would that be possible? I mean, they told you about the I think they showed the Schmoedown app like days afterwards, so I don't think you could have even known without the Facebook page telling you, or maybe not. Ellis, Howard, Jessica Rabbit, Snow Best. Kind of hoping that Ellis wins for Evan DeGraff's sleeves state.
Welcome everybody to the movie
Hello,
trivia
Josh.
Schmoedown. It's
Hello,
the
Ken.
Schmoedown Singles Division. I'm Ken Napsuck along with this blinding jacket and Josh
Fix that up.
Makuga.
Oh yes, and in case you're wondering, saw some people complain about the lighting in my last video. Well,
Yeah,
there's a
the
light
leaves are
now.
turning, not in our city,
What are you
but
gonna
out
complain
there,
about this
where
time?
You are. The leaves might be turning. Look, Christian Harloff is out on assignment.
I've
and
mentioned on
the other
numerous
man that
occasions
usually
it's
sits in
not
these
the
chairs,
lighting, because
Mark Ellis.
that right
might be
there
a
is a
little busy
standard
today. That's because we have
3
Mark Baby
high
Carrots
potency
Ellis, who
lights
comes
right
into this match
there.
at 5
Got
and
nothing to
3,
do with the
number 3
lighting,
ranked
it's the
contender in this
camera.
tournament, and he's got a lot
Has
of
a hard
success here
time,
with Schmoedown. He's actually won, Josh Makuga.
absorbing light.
Last year as a singles competitor, year before that with
Because I'm
teams
doing this
he won,
recording as
and
soon as
only
the video
Christian Harloff,
drops,
the current champion, and if you win this
which
tournament,
means
you
it
go
is
on and
as
face
bright as it
Christian
can
at the
possibly be
Spectacular in
outside,
December.
but yet
It's sort of like brother on
any
brother
other time,
combat.
it would
He's
still
fighting
look
his
dark
way
as hell.
to
It
fight
would be
his
depending on
soulmate in this movie
what the
reviewing
weather is,
world,
because
this
on
lovely
Friday
Comic-Con
it was very
nerd
dark and dreary out
slash-filled
here,
movie.
so
whatever world we're in
there was
right
no
now,
light to
it's
absorb
like a
into the
brother
camera.
first brother
and thus you
combat
got
title,
crap
and
dark
it, you know,
quality.
it feels a
So
little
I'll
stressful.
apologize for
This
it,
tournament really
but
brings
it's
out the
got nothing
best
to
and worst
do
in people.
with
It
the
does,
lighting.
and Mark Ellis had a tough 2017. Now he's a former team champion, but he made a bid for the
If
championship.
it's nice,
coming
bright,
up
and
just
sunny
short
outside, I don't have to do anything about it.
The great Dan Murrell at the Spectacular last year. But after
It's
that loss,
also
Mark kind of took a little bit of a break,
shown
kind of refocused,
for
found
people that
himself,
have seen
lost
my
his
movie
smile,
Battleground
tried to
match, which
find it
dropped
again, and he
a
is
couple
back.
hours before
He had a big
this.
return against Clark
Will notice
Wolf, but
during
lost in
my
that one, too.
match,
So you gotta
my
imagine,
picture
Josh,
starts
Mark
out
Ellis
nice,
is
and
not just
then
here
once
for
round 3
entertainment.
shows
He's here to
up,
prove something to
it
himself
looks like I'm
and
doing a
others.
Casper
Mark
impersonation.
Ellis right
Well,
now
that's
is that
because
Ferrari
it was
that
dark
just
and
keeps
dreary
breaking
outside.
down on the side of
I
the
adjusted
highway.
the camera
he's
to
a
compensate for
high-performance
that.
motor vehicle
And
that comes into these Schmoedowns. You think
halfway
he's
through the
gonna win.
match, the sun came
Listen,
out
classic
beaming
Clark
as
Wolf
clear
is
as it
not
could be.
a Pinto.
And
Okay,
so,
it's not
of
a
course,
975.
all
She's
that
a high-performance
camera
motor
adjusting
vehicle, too.
went
And
for
they went face to face, and
nothing.
Clark pulled out the victory. It was shocking to a lot of people. He dressed like Santa Claus and lost to Dan Murrell.
The sun
The first
eventually
time
went
Santa
back
Claus has
in,
ever
and
lost
I was able to look
anything. We're
actually
talking
normal
gifts
again.
over
But
many distances and children, everything. But Mark
Frickin'
Ellis
camera.
has yet to really pull out that.
I'd like to get a new laptop for the sake of getting a
when it
new
comes down to
camera,
Would
but
you say that Clark Wolf is one of those
you know,
Teslas that are on
I've got
the
a
road,
lot of
you know,
shit on
helping
this
the
computer.
environment?
There's about
Mark Ellis more of like one of those.
I got about 2,000
Corollas with
files on this
aftermarket
computer
rims.
right now. I've
Yes.
had this thing
okay,
for a
that's
while.
fair. But his opponent
It
today
would
is
take a
someone
long
who's
time to
wild
transfer
card in this
everything over.
tournament. She is
A
Stacy.
long time.
You've seen her in action in 6 Degrees, and she's part of the Misfits with Jay Washington. When her and Miss Movies really entered the Schmoedown, they were kind of fan favorites, and they have a lot of
Obviously, I'm
supporters, but their
rooting
attitude
for
sometimes goes
Ellis
away,
because
a
picked
dark
him to
turn,
win the
but it's because
tournament
it's fueled by
altogether.
determination.
Yes.
But
And that's what I've noticed.
yeah,
And
the
she
way
came out
things have been
swinging after
going
a singles match against
in this,
Walter Voitko, and
I'm
really kind of
not
and
going to
if
be
you're- to me, if you're
shocked
laying,
at all
if
if
she's underrated in your
Stacy
book,
wins.
then you got to rewrite your book because she's proven time and time again.
I think a
with 7
person
of
that
8
just intentionally
performances
took
in
all
her
the
first round,
upsets
and had a tremendous round too. So she's
has
here,
about the closest
ready
thing to a
compete,
perfect bracket
and
right now.
You know what, Josh? I think we should hear from these two opponents today what they have to say about each other and this tournament.
Well, it's good to be back here in the Ultimate Schmoedown. This is really where the legend of Baby Carrots began. I won the thing last year, and I think I'll probably go ahead and win it again this year. I don't see much
Hope so.
competition, and, you know, there's a lot of good competitors, but none are a vegetable like me.
I mean, I feel like it's my time to shine. You know, I love my team. I love the Misfits. I love Brienne, Miss Movie. She's my girl. She's my partner in crime at all times. But today is about proving
Now, let me
myself.
state this
You know,
right
I have
now,
to carry
because
my own
I
weight
know
now.
there's
I
some
have to
people
be
out
the
there
one
that would
to
potentially do
prove
this.
myself just
And
in
I
the
want to go
singles
ahead
match
and
alone.
just
You know, I don't have anyone here to
get
help
rid of
me
it
out
right
today.
now.
It's just me.
Look,
Today's
I
matchup is really a
understand
question of
that many
universities.
people
I went
want
to
to
Wake
see
Forest. We're
Christian
known
and
for
Ellis
producing lifelong
one-on-one
greats.
at the
Arnold
Spectacular,
Palmer, Tim
myself
Duncan.
included. I would
Stacy
like to see
went
it a
to
lot,
Texas A&M. Who they
but
produced? Johnny Manziel.
I
That's who
don't
Stacy is.
want
She's
to
a flash in the
see
pan. She had a nice
people
15 minutes, and
turn
now
on a
she's probably
person
looking to work at Blockbuster
because they
Video.
didn't get the
I
match
get
they
ready for this
wanted.
like I get ready for
Because
anything,
this is
which
the
I'm
one
just
thing
gonna
that I'm
wing it
afraid of,
and
especially if
rely
Ellis
on
keeps going
my
further and
strength
further
of
into the
crop
tournament.
top and heels
He's going to
and
start
attitude
getting a
and
whole
sass.
lot more
That's all I
momentum
got.
from
That's what I'm bringing
people
to the table today, so get
potentially
ready.
wanting
The
to
biggest
see
issue I'm
Christian
gonna
and
have
Mark
in the
for the
Ultimate
title at
Schmoedown is when I
Spectacular,
win it, then I'll have to
which
face Christian
means
Harloff in the
there's
Spectacular at the end of the year.
sadly an
We've
unfortunate
been through
chance
worse together.
that
Okay,
whoever
we're
beats
buddies. We get
Ellis is
over
going
this.
to get some
Schmoes, that's
serious
what we do.
heat
We patch things
from
up
fans,
after I kick his
completely
ass.
undeservedly
First,
so, I
beat
might
Stacy
add.
Howard.
I think
So,
Mark Ellis is a
I'm going
good
to state for the record
champion.
right
He's a
now, if
comp
I see
of some
anybody
sort, but
do
the
that
biggest joke is gonna
under
be
any
his score,
circumstance,
because I'm gonna
literally
completely
turning on a
dominate him.
person because you
I'll tell
didn't
this
get
right
the
now,
match you
Stacy, you're
wanted,
a tremendous member of the
I
Misfits,
promise
and
you I will go
6
nuclear
Degrees
on
is
your
one of my
ass
favorite teams
if
to
I
watch,
see it.
but it's about to get
Because
a little colder around that neck of the woods because Baby Carrots is coming
I ain't
to
about
town,
that.
and he has a
And I don't want to
tendency
see
kill
anybody
anybody
say,
who gets in
oh,
his
because
way,
I
especially
care about
when it's
Schmoedown
the
so much,
Schmoedown.
because I love it so much. That ain't love. No. That's
All right, there you
spoiledness.
hear it there. Mark
That ain't love,
striking
it's
a pretty
spoiledness.
confident tone. He's put,
Well,
you know,
that's kind of his voice intonation.
Still a game show,
really.
folks.
Yeah, well,
he
he's a
sounds, you know.
If you don't
he's a
get the match
confident
you
young
wanted,
man, but
so
Stacy's,
be it.
you know,
Move
she
on.
has this kind of carefree attitude. She doesn't. Her partner's known for her preparation. Stacy just kind of comes in as is. She knows what she knows. Which
I know
that
there's
kind
some
of
people out there
carefree
that'll do
approach
that.
could lead to surprise victories
better not see
down
it.
the line.
Half the time I don't know if she's heel or if she's face or if she's ace or if she's feel. I don't know.
I don't think those are actual terms.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's my bad on
tweener
that
is
one.
what the wrestling nerds
yes.
like myself might
My
say.
bad.
Shall we go to some tales
Let's
of the
do
tape?
Let's do it. Tales of the
I
tape.
have some
Tales of the
strengths and
tape?
weaknesses. Do you want to hear
Yes,
them?
I would.
Sure. Your
Just
jacket
to,
doesn't, but you will.
Listen.
revisit
All right,
Stacy's
second jacket
strengths.
insult you made. The
It's
third
been a while
one
since I
gets you
saw
a
the
swift
Boyko
inch
match.
in the rear. That's what old Grandma McCooks used to say.
Well, you know what? Then I might want to have a third insult in the books because I could use that. All right.
Oh, that's right.
Mark Ellis, like you said, he's 5-3, number 3 ranked contender. His strengths
Rom-coms.
are superhero movies, action, adventure, and wearing sandals in public, which for a guy like you seems to be the choice these days.
Strength.
Stacy Howard, her strengths are rom-com, contouring, and 1999's The Mummy. All right. With that, are you
sounds
guys
like me.
ready?
My strengths
Get
are
ready to Schmoedown.
Ace Ventura, Meet the Spartans,
The room's feeling it. I'm feeling it.
All right.
2017
I can warm up my
releases
vocal
featuring
cords, and I'll
Batman
never
in a
prepare
Lego
for
version
this.
right
Here
there,
we go.
and
Introducing
making Chris
first,
Doman laugh.
representing the Misfits, with a record of
What you
1
gonna
win
come at
and
us?
0 defeats, the number 14 ranked contender, Sassy Stacy Howard.
Ooh,
Here she comes. Oh!
Look at that little-
Look, dressed like one of my favorites. That's right. She is holding the
Very
old Pork
nice.
Chop Express.
oh, fake carrot.
She
She's
just
taking out
punched
a
out
carrot.
a carrot.
She went banjo kazooie on that
Punched
carrot.
out a carrot.
I never thought in all my days I would see such vegetable violence in all my years.
See
I
Howard
said
went
that is a
banjo
punch
kazooie on
carrot.
that carrot.
That carrot ran like my mother at a church picnic.
Yes. Yeah.
That
I'll
carrot
tell you
not
what,
good.
competing in the three-leg race. You ever
I
done
was
that?
going to say, Mrs. Knapsack,
Yeah.
great in the single competition, not great in the three-legged race.
That's right.
Not great in the three-legged race.
And her opponent, representing Schmoedown and Collider.
Well, it's obvious Ellis
With a
not coming
record
as
of
carrot.
5 wins,
Guess someone
3
else is
defeats.
wearing
He's the
that carrot.
2015 Ultimate Schmoedown winner, the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown winner, and the former movie trivia Schmoedown team champion of the world. The number
It's
3
George Clooney.
ranked contender, Mark
As Mark Ellis in a doctor's
Ellis.
outfit.
Look at that.
Oh, wait a minute. This was contrived from the start.
I've never,
He's dressed as
Oh, they set this all up.
He's brought the carrot back to life.
Oh!
I should have
That is
known.
one hell of a human being. He is the Dr. Doolittle of vegetables.
Wow.
He is the Dr. Fraser
Is that Riley?
of all things.
They look like
rooted
Riley.
vegetables. Mark Baby Carrot Ellis. He's an American treasure as well. Him and Brendan Fraser.
Wow, that's
Riley
that is
dresses
something
carrot.
new for Mark Ellis there. A little change of pace for the Ultimate Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Josh, explain the round 1 rules, and then I'll see if these competitors are ready. I need to buy Ellis some time to catch his breath.
Yes, he does
See
not
how
know
bad
CPR, but he
JTH can
proved
play
that
this
it
time.
doesn't matter. It
He
really
has been
does
on my
not
game
matter
recently.
when it comes
3
to
out of 8.
resuscitating a carrot. This is how round 1 works in the Ultimate Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Each competitor gets 8 questions. They will write the answer on the whiteboard. Please say
Competitors will
what your
both
answer is
receive
and
8
write it large
of the
enough so that
same
my bad
questions.
eyes can see it.
Competitors
If
will
you
write
want the
their
question
answers
repeated, you can
down.
use the JTH
I
rules.
will write
Remember,
my
you only get
wrong
3
answers
chances
down.
to do that. If you get all 8 correct, you will get a bonus point. Ken, are you ready?
I am ready.
If I get all 8
Competitors,
questions
you'll have
right,
about
I will
15
shit
seconds
my
to answer,
pants.
or how long it takes me to get a good joke in, all right? So, are you guys ready? Mark Ellis.
Can I feel good about this? Step into my office. I have some bad news for Stacy.
All right, pants off. Stacy Howard, are you ready?
You know what old Jack Burton says in a time like this?
Who?
Who?
Jack Burton. Me.
You know what? I got a question for Stacy.
What?
You paid your dues?
Paycheck's in the mail.
Yeah! Never
All
seen
right.
the movie.
That's your own damn fault, Mark. Round 1, let's do it,
Then
Ken.
with both competitors ready, it's time. It's Schmoedown time. Take it
Yay!
away, Josh McCouga.
All
Couldn't
right,
remember what his
Mark.
catchphrase was.
Stacy, in round 1, your first question comes from the category of comedies. Who plays student Max Fisher in the movie Rushmore?
Oh,
student Max Fisher.
Rushmore.
In Rushmore.
Saw this
Heard the movie, have never seen the movie.
Independent Theater in Chatsworth, California. Yeah. Turns out they were showing some other kind of movies
I
afterwards.
saw it
I
on
had to
DVD.
leave.
In college.
Yeah.
3,
5, 3,
2,
1.
1.
I'll guess a young Sean
We are
Penn.
questioning
We're
it.
figuring this out.
Yeah.
Counting's hard.
Mark Ellis.
Never been to Chatsworth, never seen Rushmore, but I'm guessing Jason Schwartzman.
That is correct.
Correct.
Give him a point.
How can
Stacy
he
and Alyssa
guess
Howard.
and get it
Jason
right?
Schwartzman.
That's correct.
right. The drummer,
man.
of course, of Phantom Planet's first 2 albums.
There you
All
go.
right, question
Wish I
number
could
2
guess.
category is animated.
His
Who
question's
directed
right.
Monsters, Inc.?
Who directed Monsters, Inc.?
You know,
Oh,
Ken, for a while there, Josh McCouga was an incorporated business in the state of Nevada. Haven't
Who
paid
was
my
the god that
taxes
directs
in
all
yeah,
of them?
which is
2 years.
why you're not allowed to go to that state anymore.
Yeah,
and
that's the truth.
5, 4,
Can't
3,
remember the guy that directs
2,
all the freaking
and
Pixar
1.
movies.
Pens down. Stacey Howard.
Something bird?
Incorrect.
I don't know of
Mark
a man
Ellis?
named by the name of
I
something.
crossed out my Brad Bird and wrote in John Lasseter.
Well, you're both incorrect. Pete Doctor.
Oh,
Pete
it's not the
Doctor.
guy that
Coming
directs
from
all.
a doctor. What the hell is wrong with Mark Ellis?
He's no longer a colleague of mine.
Interesting,
Hmm.
interesting.
You can sue for malpractice?
1-1, 1-1. Third question.
Question 3 comes from Fantasy Sci-Fi. What is the name of the 4th Harry Potter film? What is the name of the 4th Harry Potter film? Ken, I know you're a big Harry Potter guy. What color's your wand?
Oh, I'm not a fan.
Ah, interesting. I was going to go with a feathery, light chestnut.
No, that's something else.
Ah, gotcha. 3, 2, 1, pens
Or
down.
Phoenix.
Stacy Howard.
If you'll remember, everyone's hair looked a lot like mine in that film. Goblet of Fire.
That is correct.
Oh,
Big fan of the
I
thought it
mullets in
was.
that one.
Yeah.
Mark Ellis.
Yeah, I went Prisoner of Azkaban.
Wow,
That's the
that's
third
a
one.
swing and a miss.
Incorrect.
Or the
An
Phoenix was the
early
fifth
lead
one.
for Stacy Howard along
Ah,
with
dang it.
2014
Dang
Texas
it, that's
A&M
what I
Aggies.
thought I
Welcome
could get
club.
right.
Right.
No.
Sports ball, which I'm a fan of.
Of course
All right.
not.
Question 4, comic book movies is your category. Question is, what character became Venom in Spider-Man 3?
Character?
The character or the actor?
The character.
What
real
character,
Character.
became
Character.
Venom? Yeah. And what, you know
No,
what?
I haven't
I'm
seen
not
the
going to say
movie
it's a
for
JT
this.
rule. You need a
No, that's
clarification there.
fine,
That's
yeah.
my fault. I read the question wrong.
No, you read it
But
fine.
I have a
Just-
problem. I take a lot of
Eddie
blame.
Brock.
I
Okay,
shouldn't.
all right. And 3,
You don't even have to see the movie to know that.
1, pens down.
Mark Ellis.
That would be played by myself.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock
correct,
is
a
correct.
point.
Put him a point there. 2-2. Hey, Stacy.
Stacy.
I said Topher.
Oh, we're tied
Ah,
at 2. Tied at 2.
Stacy!
Correct.
It's okay. We
Stacy!
went with character. Topher Grace was the actor. All right.
all I know.
Question 5
I know
comes
him all
from
too well.
Action Adventure. In Air Force One, who played the leader of the Russian terrorists that hijacked the plane? In Air Force One, who played the
You've
leader of
seen
the
Air
Russian
Force
terrorists
One a
that
couple
hijacked
times.
the plane?
It's not bad.
You know, if we were to remake that movie now, they wouldn't need to hijack it.
No.
Probably just fly around it.
3, 2, 1.
Mr.
Pens
Gary
down,
Oldman.
please. Stacey Howard.
Gare Bear Old Man.
Gare Bear Oldman.
Gare
is
Bear
correct. Give it to
Oldman.
one, Mark
I'm going to write a
Ellis.
prescription for more Ken Knapsack political jabs. Gary Oldman.
Hey,
There you go.
that it is.
Gary
Stay-
Oldman.
Tied 3-3. Ken. It's
3-3.
a
3-3.
real nail biter.
Question 6, category is horror thriller. Horror thriller. Who plays the creepy next-door neighbor in the movie Disturbia?
Ugh.
Disturbia, like a darkness in the light. Disturbia. Sorry, no.
I'm going to ask that you stop.
I got some points from the crowd, from the ladies, enjoying my Rihanna. You guys are welcome. What's
5,
up?
4, 3,
Anthony
2, and
Hopkins.
1. Pens down. Mark Ellis.
I'm going to go with David Morse.
Oh, that's correct.
the Morse
good
code
boy.
himself. That is correct. Well done, Mark Ellis.
Stacey Howard.
Gray-haired man.
Ah,
No.
He had some blonde in there.
That's right.
he's a lovely
what you all
gentleman.
say.
Yeah,
For-
he used the Just for Men blend.
Mark Ellis has taken his first lead of the contest, going into question 7, coming from 90s movies. What is the signature drink of the dude in The Big Lebowski?
Someone in the crowd not happy with that,
Somebody seems to be
that
upset
question,
about
or
it.
they're just drunk already.
Or they have the same signature drink and they're upset they're not
Right.
drinking it right now.
All right. 5, 4, 3,
The
2,
White
and
Russian.
1. Stacey Howard.
The Yvonne
White
Drago.
Russian.
That's right.
The White
Correct.
Russian.
Give it to the dude.
Can I just say Gary Oldman again? Or
Good.
White Russian?
White Russian.
Oh, zing. Let's hear it from Mark
Hey,
Ellis.
Hey-o.
jokes
Good
over
one,
here.
Mark.
That's what we call a
That's why he's a
callback.
comedian.
Well done, Mark.
They
Why
work.
he gets
All right.
paid to do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
And
got
I
your
don't.
set tonight in the Bella Room, 8:35 to 8:38. Bring
Don't
6
be late.
people.
Don't be late.
Bring 6 people, Mark. All right, final category for your 8th question here. Dramas.
Wow.
Who played the lead role of Nadine in the 2016 film Edge of 17?
Edge of 17.
17, yeah.
Remember that song?
I'm going to back out of this right now.
Ah, okay.
5, 4,
I don't know.
3,
3 out of 8.
2,
Again.
1. Pens down. We got it.
Again, 3 out of 8.
Who goes first?
Mark Ellis.
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley
Steinfeld is
Steinfeld.
correct.
Daughter of Jake.
Yes. Stacey Howard.
Haley Steinfeld.
That
That's
is
right.
correct. Let's hear it for
So
guys.
at the end of round
Not
1, we have a
related to
close competition,
Jerry
Josh.
Seinfeld.
Good
6
round
to
one.
5. You know, some tough questions there. Both competitors brought it today. So
That was a
we're
very
gonna
good
set up
round
for
1.
Round number 2.
Round 2. You each competitor will
For
spin the
them,
wheel
not for
once.
me.
If they like that,
you should have
they
known
can
that
stay
though.
on it. If it lands on opponent's choice, the opponent can choose whatever they want. If they don't like it, they can spin
All right,
again.
round
However,
2 is
when
going to
they
be
land on
very
the second
interesting
spin,
because
they have to keep forever. They will get 4
they're kind of
questions.
polar
If they
opposites when it
answer the
comes to
first way, that's
strengths
2
and
points. If they
weaknesses.
ask for multiple choice, it drops down to 1 point. Their
It
opponent
could be
can
very,
steal
very
if they
interesting.
answer incorrectly. Again, if they'd like a question repeated, they have that 3 option with the JTE rule. Mark Ellis in the lead, 6-5. Mark, would you like to spin or would you defer? Classic Gary Anderson style.
You know, Josh, I was writing in my nightly journal to myself and my friend Vincent Del Pino, and I said, should I let Stacy spin first? And I think I'll be a gentleman. I think I'll be a man of class, of dignity, and allow the first spin to go to Kurt Russell there.
Interesting.
All right, putting the pressure on Stacy.
Chivalry is not dead, Ken.
All right.
A lot of
Stacy,
words to
Dougie
say.
has a reference.
Defer.
That is true. That is true.
All right, give us a big
All right.
Jack Burton spin.
Yeah.
Balls
give
up
it the
Can I
there.
just say for a
90s
second,
is
we
up
look like
there.
brothers. We really do.
Horror's up
That is
there.
kind of funny looking.
Action
Yes,
adventure.
I see it
I don't know
now.
if that's a good or a bad thing.
Mark has
Comic
very
book
feminine
movies.
features.
That's true.
He's a
That's
feminine
Wait,
gentleman.
wait, what? Where did that?
You heard me. Soft
Comedy,
skin, lovely
sports.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna move it.
eyes. Come on. Oh, she's. Oh, okay.
Okay, she just moved it to a category.
I don't know if
Just kidding.
I don't know if that's illegal or not. I haven't checked. And
It's
well,
totally legal.
It's
We'll-
legal.
we'll
It's
allow
legal.
this
No,
one.
it's
Okay, you move
it is totally legal.
Hey, spin the
She's
wheel.
she exaggerated the moving at the wheel. Usually they move
Spin,
at
spin,
one's
spin,
face.
Stacy, there you
Spin
go.
is it, spin is
That
it.
spin is brought to you by Curves Gym.
Brought to you by
And
Bonkers.
classic,
Oh, and it almost
classic.
worked.
She
That's
is
a quick
no
spin.
hesitation.
That's a quick spin.
Oh, spinning again.
Spinning
She's
again.
spinning
spinning
again.
Now she
It almost
needs to work
worked.
it. There you
Unless
go.
she wasn't
All right,
going for
Stacy
2000s.
goes to the
She's got to
LA
keep this one.
Fitness here in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Been working on her arms and shoulder muscles.
And she has
Horror thriller.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. It is
Do you
a
like
bad
your horror
category for
movies?
most people.
She's got to.
I don't know.
She's got to keep it. She's got to keep it.
Here we go.
4 questions in this category.
I
All
wouldn't
right.
think that's a category she was trying to spin.
There you go. Dr.
Nope.
Mario.
But we
favorite
shall
video
see.
game.
All right, all right. Stacy, are you ready? 4 questions in this category. You have horror thriller. First question. The Final Conflict is the subtitle to the 3rd film in which horror series?
Multiple choice.
A, The Omen. B, A Nightmare on Elm Street. C, Halloween. D, The Exorcist.
Halloween.
Mm,
Need an answer in 5, 4.
Can you repeat the answers available?
Sure. A, The Omen. B, A Nightmare on Elm Street. C, Halloween. D, The Exorcist.
Halloween?
Incorrect.
Ooh.
Mark, could you steal?
I'm gonna go with The Omen.
That's
That
correct
is
for a
correct.
point.
Give him a
Big
point.
steal.
Mark with the steal here.
Yeah.
A smattering of applause for the doctor. Obviously,
All
don't
right.
trust him.
Because no one likes
The American
doctors. They
healthcare
get paid
system is
too
in
much.
Shambles, man.
I'm free.
Second
What kind of
question.
doctor are you?
Don't worry
Boy,
about it.
that was
I'm
on
gonna be
cue.
honest.
Second question, Stacy. Who plays journalist Paul Avery in the 2007 mystery thriller Zodiac?
Robert Downey Jr.
That's
That is
correct. 2
correct.
points.
Oh,
Tie
and Stacey
game.
Howard ties it up.
Third
answer.
question. Third question. You'll find Mort Rainey, a depressed author suffering from writer's block who caught his wife having an affair in this psychological thriller.
Multiple choice.
All right. A, Secret Window. B, Ghost Town. C, Stir of Echoes. D, The Paper.
Secret window?
That's
That's
correct. for a point.
correct.
Stacy
Nice,
with the lead.
nice Josh McCouga guess right there. I'm proud of you. I am
Right.
proud
Rainey.
of you. There you go.
Totally
Mort
bad.
Rainey, not going well for old Mort.
Mort.
All right. Fourth question. Fourth question,
Well done,
Stacy.
Ken.
Croissant? Yay, yum.
What is the only Alfred Hitchcock film to win a Best Picture Oscar?
She looks concerned. The mullet is sweating.
The answer. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Rope?
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Incorrect for Steele. Mark Ellis.
I don't think it's Psycho. That's where 9 went. I don't think it's Vertigo. That wasn't kind of
Thanks for his IMDb here, Mark. I didn't need an answer.
I'm gonna
You're stalling.
say,
You're stalling. Come on,
I'm gonna
doctor.
say,
4,
3.
3.
the birds.
Incorrect. We're looking for Rebecca. Thank you,
Oh.
William Bibiani, out there in the crowd.
Oh, Bibiani.
Mandalay
Of course
Burns,
you would know
guys.
that.
Not
Mandalay
a-
Burns.
Sorry, Bip.
Not a great round, but not a bad one.
Not terrible.
Stacy has a lead. As
She
Mark
does.
Ellis
Viv would've
steps
got
up
it when
the
it
wheel
mattered.
to spin.
Oh, the round's over? I thought I
round
had
is
more
over.
chances to
No.
get points.
There we go.
4 questions is all you get. We're sorry, Stacy.
Thank
Good
you.
spin.
Did I have to go? Did I have to go ahead to spin?
Yeah, that was the
You're
go-ahead,
good.
Mark. Yeah, you got it. Ooh.
Get
Good pass. Opponent's choice. Coming up.
Oh,
What is
Tarantino.
Spin
that?
it again.
Quentin Tarantino, he's got to spin it again. Spin
Get
it
the big
again.
spin. Get
No,
the big
thank
spin.
you.
All right.
Because it's fun to
spins in.
spin.
Good spin. Good spin.
Trying to avoid.
It's just I just do a
Get a
spin.
bonus.
I'm not looking to show off.
He
Okay.
just- I think he just likes
Sure,
to spin
sure.
the wheel. That's all right. That's all
He
right.
went to Wake Forest. They're big on
Yeah.
spinning things there.
Get past Q.
And he is
Oh,
90s. 90s.
Here we go.
This is the category that
Ken.
felled me against Clark Wolf. So
Helped you.
Mark Ellis in 90s movies, a decade when you were dominating the basketball courts as a young man there in
Thank you.
Winston-Salem. Who directed the 1998 film Hope Floats? Who directed it, Mark?
Here we go again.
Looking for an answer in 5.
give me multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, Forrest Whitaker, D, Griffin Dunn, C, John Turtletaub, D, Mark Lawrence?
I'll say D.
D, Mark Lawrence. Incorrect. Stacy Howard for the steal.
B?
Incorrect. We were looking for A, Forrest Whitaker.
Wow.
Forrest
I didn't
Whitaker?
Forrest
know,
Whitaker directed Hope
didn't know old Saw
Floats.
Gerrera got behind the mic for that one.
He's a-
All right. Question 2, Mark.
mean,
In
he's a
Father of the
director.
Bride, 1991's Father of the Bride, Steve Martin's character owns a company that produces what? Stacy apparently knows.
Yeah, I'll do multiple
You're
choice.
going to do multiple choice. Is it A, sneakers, B, coffee makers, C, candy, D, basketballs?
A sneakers.
A, sneakers is
correct
correct.
for
He
Tie
has
game.
tied it up after 2 questions here.
Thinking paper products.
Well, you know,
Then I heard sneakers, and I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that movie.
sneakers were also produced by the Parrish family in Jumanji. Question 3. Who
The
played
more you know.
who played Kevin McAllister's mother in Home Alone and Home Alone 2?
Catherine O'Hara.
That is
2
correct,
points.
Kevin 2. Now he's feeling the flow, doing
That's
the
a big
bull
2
dance.
points.
Back in the lead.
Finally, his final question in round number 2. What movie starred Tommy Lee Jones as a parole officer who supervises Ashley Judd's character?
As a parole officer who supervises Ashley Judd's character. I'm gonna need multiple choice on
Gonna
that
need
one.
multiple choice. Is it A, U.S. Marshals, B, High Crimes, C, Double Jeopardy, D, The Client?
Double Jeopardy.
That is correct. Give him a point.
I was worried she was in
After-
U.S. Marshals, and like that was the plot at the beginning of the movie before he had to go after Wesley
Oh.
Snipes.
Close,
Like
close.
a lot of stuff going through the old
Smart
carrot
use
there.
of multiple choice there. Now, after round 2, Mark Ellis up 11-8, but this is not a runaway, Ken.
No, it could be anyone's game as we go into round 3. This is where the game will come down. People will be made or they will be broken.
Yes,
It is
correct.
like a gladiator fight here, just Mark has better sandals. So
This is how round 3 works. So you will pick 3 numbers between 1 and
2.
20. They
Always
correlate-
pick 2.
correspond with a category.
They also correlate.
Look at
Your
this
first,
thing
your
here.
first question's worth 2, second question worth 3, final question worth 5 points. There was no stealing, there was no multiple choice, and there was no funny
Not
business.
very- not
Mark
very
Ellis, you're in the
funny.
lead, 11-8. Give me 3 numbers.
Put a lot of thought into this. I'm going to go back to my classic, the Washington Redskins quarterbacks who've won a Super Bowl. That'd be Joe Theismann, Mark Rippon, Doug Williams. 7,
Okay,
11,
okay.
and 17.
7, 11, 17. Mark Ellis. Stacy and Elizabeth Howard, what are your 3 numbers?
6, 12, 16.
6, 12.
Oh, we're
Six.
2.
You went really close to my numbers just to
They
get
were
in my head.
though.
That's
Yep,
Mm.
yep.
all right.
She
Or
is
did
up
I?
in it. All right, Ken,
Detective
go
I'll
ahead. Why
administer
don't
these
you-
questions. Now,
yeah.
Stacy, you were down here. You're going to need to at least get you get a couple in here, as you know. So you
Thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I
Nice
try
work,
to help
Jack
out.
Gordon. Nice work.
All right, you chose 6, 12, and 16. Your 2-point question will be, and you chose number 6. That is Oscar movies. Oscar movies. So, 2 points. Adrian Brody won an Oscar for what Roman Polanski directed film?
The Pianist.
That's correct.
That's
2 points.
correct. Correct. A lot of
Juice.
people may
Nose
pronounce
goes.
it pianist. Pianist.
Only you.
Josh would not do that, even though he just said it.
All right.
Doctor?
All right, Stacy, you are still behind here. To kick it back to Mark, you'll need to answer this 3-point question. You chose number 12. That is correlated and corresponding to the category of sports movies.
Ooh.
3-point question. 3-point question, Stacy. In The Mighty Ducks, Gordon Bombay is forced to coach a local youth hockey team as punishment for drunk driving. What was his profession?
He was a lawyer.
That's correct. 3 points.
Wow. The
Mighty
sassy
Ducks.
one
Quack,
grabs
quack,
one.
Quack, quack.
That is the flying V right,
All right.
there. Well done,
All right.
Stacy.
Hashtag
Let's move over
quack
to Mark
quack.
Ellis.
Sends it back to Mark Ellis.
Mark Ellis,
Let's get
you
that for a
chose
new
the first
hashtag.
number 7.
Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann, the greatest broken leg in the history of
That's
sports.
right.
Super Bowl 17 before that.
For 2 points, in war films, who plays the character nicknamed Bible in David Ayer's Fury?
Answer in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Shia LaBeouf.
That's
That is
correct.
correct.
2
Wow,
points.
Mark Ellis.
Wow.
It
Ties
is
it
all
up.
tied up. Okay.
And it's going to
Good
send
job,
it back. It's going to send it back to Stacy Howard for a 5-point question to take the lead. The game is tied at 13. You chose
Usually
number
Mark answer
16
his 3-pointer
for
first.
your 5-point question. The category is
Now, if she gets it
Meryl
right, it makes
Streep.
Mark's 3-pointer almost
Meryl Streep.
pointless.
5-point question.
Well, no,
Who
not
plays
really.
Meryl Streep's
If you got both
husband
right, we'd win.
in
Like I
the
said.
1994
Forget what I just said.
crime
That's
thriller
dumb.
The River Wild?
They should never. Now,
5,
Mark still should have answered his
4,
3-pointer because then they could have went both
3,
5-5.
2.
Repeat the question.
Who plays Meryl Streep's husband in the 1994 crime thriller The River Wild?
94. Needless to say, that was a pretty big year of cinema.
I can feel the heartbeat in my chest. This is a
5,
tense moment.
4.
I don't know it.
3.
Clint Eastwood.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
David Strathern. David Strathern.
Straight pan.
Oh,
Straight
yeah.
pan.
Oh,
I left
boy.
him go in 8 men out. He was
Yes,
good in that.
hell of a guy.
Okay, but you missed the question. The game is still tied, though, 13-13, which means it's
Mark
not just
Ellis.
the dark level on Coruscant. It is the score of our game. Mark Ellis, we're going
Come on,
back
Mark.
to
You
you.
got
for
one
your
job.
next question, 3-pointer for a possible win. You chose number 11.
Mark Rippon,
Number 11.
Super Bowl 26.
And he has a Super Bowl win better than Dan Marino, right?
correct.
Okay.
Oh,
Mark,
no.
your category you chose.
Stop
11
making fun
is
of Dan
80s
Marino.
80s movies.
Was alive in that decade, Josh.
For 3 points, which Academy Award-winning actor directed Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder in the film Stir Crazy? Stir Crazy. The room is silent again. This is some kind of schmoedown here. Tension is palpable. People are on pins and needles.
Coppola sounds weird, but he did do Jack, so
5,
he's known for doing
4,
weird comedies.
3, 2,
You repeat the question?
1. I will repeat the question for 3 points. Which Academy Award
Oh no, it's actor.
directed
Actor.
Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder in the film Stir Crazy?
That was director. I wasn't paying attention to that part.
Seems
Actor.
to be
Actor. Actor.
confused, befuddled, riddled with crime. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dustin Hoffman.
Incorrect. We are looking for Sidney Poitier.
Ooh.
Sidney Poitier. We go to Mark
Mark-
Ellis'
Mark Rippon has
final
let you down.
chance to take down Stacy Howard. If he does not beat. If he does not answer this correctly, we go into sudden death.
Sudden death
overtime.
again.
This is one hell of a result happening here, Ken.
Shows number 17.
Shows 17.
Doug Williams.
Doug
22.
Williams in coming of age films.
Yeah.
Mark Ellis for 5
Oh
points.
boy.
In American Pie, what country is the exchange student Nadia from?
Philippines? Russell would know this.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question,
We're
please.
getting one. Repeat the question here. In American Pie, what country is the exchange student Nadia from? The studio has never been more on edge. This is one hell of a showdown.
I'm going to say Russia.
Incorrect. We're looking for Czechoslovakia or Slovakia. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable. We are tied.
Doug
We are
Williams
going
has
to
failed
sudden
you
death
too.
again.
Oh
We're going
boy.
to sudden death. All right, we are here in
I second
sudden
that,
death
Stacy.
overtime. Ken, how sudden death overtime works is both competitors have whiteboards.
It's now
We're
time
gonna ask
for
questions from
Good.
categories.
Good.
They're going to answer questions on the whiteboard. If they both get it correct, we move on to the next category. If one of them gets it correct and the other one gets it incorrect, they are the winner. If they both get it wrong, again, we move on to the next question. Sudden death. Here we go. Mark Ellis, Stacy Howard tied 13-13. Carrots versus Sass in the first ever sudden death overtime in the Ultimate Schmoedown this year. All right. Fact. Here we go.
He forgot.
Category of famous actors and actresses. What character was played by John Cleese in 1981, Kevin Costner in 1991, and Carrie Elwes in 1993?
Both gonna write down their answer here. We'll count them down in a bit, but here we go.
This is, this is, you can hear
Can
the
I use
heart
another
beating.
repeat the question or no?
Yeah,
You
it
can.
would
That's
be
your last one.
Last one.
Okay, repeat the question.
Okay.
You guys are like,
I
oh,
don't
you
know.
sure you don't want to
Big
say it?
surprise there.
It is sudden death. Here we go. What character was played by John Cleese in 1981, Kevin Costner in 1991, and Carrie Elwes in 1990?
Most seem to know it now.
Took me a second.
All right.
Answer in 5, 4,
I'd be interested to see this answer. I'm curious.
and 1. Mark Ellis.
That would be Robin Hood.
That's
That is
correct.
correct.
Stacey Howard.
Can't believe it took me that long. Robin Hood.
Robin
All right,
Hood,
the
all
game
right.
goes on. 14-14.
Okay.
14, here
I
we
would have been
go.
upset if you let me off that
Didn't
easy.
Yeah,
have
that makes
the
sense.
first,
I
but
would've
then-
All
Kevin
right.
Costner.
All right.
American
Guys,
Robin
the
Hood.
game continues.
The game continues.
Free baseball, free baseball. All right. Category is dramas. This 1960s film became the first and only X-rated movie in history to win the Best Picture.
X-rated films. Big time.
It's
5,
not in the heat of the night. That wasn't Max.
2, 1. Okay. Stacy Howard.
Midnight Cowboy?
That is
correct.
Uh-oh.
I had Midnight Cowboy, but I wrote Deep Throat and crossed it out. So.
Oh no!
Your winner, Stacy.
Sassy! Stacy!
How unbelievable! Unbelievable! The train, the car accident that is Mark Ellis' Schmoedown career just keeps happening, Ken. What is going on?
Perhaps Mark has a future in community theater as a doctor-type character, or some kind of skit performance where vegetables are revived. But Stacy Howard
that's got
just
my
made
beautiful
a
hair.
mark on this tournament, upsetting probably some brackets. I told you.
And
do
Christopher
not
Mark is dead.
Underestimate or underrate Stacy Howard.
Underestimate,
Underestimate.
underestimate,
It's
underestimate. I will tell you
Well,
what, say
let's
it's
kick
Sassy
back and
Stacey
listen to
Howard
these
took out
interviews.
Baby Carrots. She played the Jack Burton card well. You know what old Jack Burton says? He wins Schmoedown. This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You know, I had Stacy's hair from 1987 to 1992. It is a good luck hairstyle.
Yes.
That is good. Let's go to Jen Sturger, who was with the winner and the loser.
Holy Schmoedown. Stacy,
Holy
That was
Schmoedown,
That was
Batman.
insane.
You just knocked out baby carrots from the competition. How are you feeling right now?
I'm shocked. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I had this swagger going in, but it was fake swagger. I was like, we're just
Fake
gonna have
swagger.
some fun with this
I
and see
show
where
that
it goes.
all
and
the time.
I cannot believe that just happened.
Do you feel like you pulled some superpowers out of the mullet today?
I pulled stuff straight out of my ass today. I mean, I had some guessing. I had some shit talking. I don't know what just went down, but here I am, the winner, and I can't believe it.
You did use all of your JTE rules. Were you a little nervous going into that sudden death that you might need them?
I didn't think about it, but then when the Robin Hood question came up, it took me a second. So I was like, I'm gonna use it because if I don't use it now, I felt like I saw him writing immediately. He knew it, so I was like, it's now or never. I'm gonna use it, so I did.
So having
God.
struggled in the teams with 6 degrees, how does it feel now to have won in singles? Like that's got to be boosting your morale a little bit.
It does. It feels like I'm finally able to really prove myself as a singles competitor and pull my weight. You know, my other
Pull
my
your
other
weight with your
yeah.
little monster truck.
Yeah, tug my weight, tug it with the Pork Chop Express.
cute little monster
I
truck.
feel like
I got
now
one
I'm
around
like
here
a real
somewhere.
member of the team. You know, I've really proven myself. Other people have
The old
beaten huge competitors in the
BET,
Schmoedown, have great
big rig truck.
entrances, and have really pulled out all the stops. And now
Oh,
I
no,
feel like
not
I'm
BET.
one of them, like I belong.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely do.
Over there
It's
in
so
the
funny
corner.
because you and I
Can't
were
see it.
talking when we were, fixing your
No.
hair.
Combing out
Too
the
far
mullet,
down.
you mean?
Yep. We were combing out the mullet.
As one does.
You're talking, and you were really nervous. You were like, I
Yeah.
really don't know if this is going to happen. I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
going to make it to the next round. You're like, I'm just going to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
Oh,
getting any
gosh.
easier from here on out for you.
You know what? Here's the thing. Rachel, as a fellow female competitor, she's my friend outside the Schmoedown and in it. I respect her a lot, and I feel like if I went up against her, it would be a good, even
Nice back and
competitive-
forth.
Yeah, nice back and forth. I
I'm
respect
sorry,
her so much.
Stacy,
If
but
I went
Rachel
against
has
her
to
and
win.
won, it'd be
Has to
amazing. If I
win.
lost, I'd be proud of her still. I'm coming for her, but I know she's coming for me too. So
So
I know you're
sassy,
coming
yet
for her.
So
That's why
polite
I'm
and
scared.
well-spoken. Well, congratulations, Stacy.
thank you.
We are so
that's
excited
the
to
thing
see
that
what
makes
this
me
journey
worried about
holds for you.
Stacy.
Thank you so much, Jen.
We haven't
Mark,
seen all of her
that was a rough
weaknesses
one.
and
That was a
strengths
rough
yet.
way to go out.
Yeah, I just got out of surgery, Jen.
I'm worried she
and,
might beat Rachel.
Doesn't look
Hope that
good.
don't happen now.
Prognosis is not promising for this
Oh,
kind of Schmoedown,
Mark.
but hats
Mark,
off for
Mark.
surgical masks off to Stacy. She really played well. And if I had to lose, I guess I'm happy that it builds up somebody who I think is a worthy competitor in this league, one of the bright young stars of the
So
Ultimate
you
Schmoedown.
did the
And
Ric
look,
Flair,
had her
you
in
put
thrills
the
the
guy
entire
over.
time, so you had
Only in this
sounds
case it
weird.
would be a
Shut up.
lady.
you had to
Put
take
the
it.
fine young lady
Yeah.
over.
Oh, so you played really well the first round. The second round, you hit 90s. And I saw like the look of
Again.
panic go over your face just for a second.
I
because
mean-
that's what took you down against your match with Clark.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I had a pretty good time living in the 90s, but it really has not been my friend in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. So when I got it, I was like, when you score like an 80s or a 90s, you know you're going to be able to get a couple questions right, but you know it's a very hard round to sweep, and that's what I was looking for because I wanted no part of Stacy in round 3. I knew that she could pull up some good answers that I might miss a couple. I've seen American Pie 50 times.
Yeah, what
probably.
happened there?
Just could not conjure the country.
There's only a couple Slavias to choose from, dude.
There's just her name was
At least it
Nadia.
wasn't,
I was thinking Nadia
Stan.
Comaneci. I didn't
Like
know
a Stan,
where to
you
go
like a
with that,
Stan.
so
Like
couldn't
a
get the right
Stan.
country.
And then going into sudden death.
Yikistan.
I got Robin Hood. I knew that one.
Stan,
before
Stan.
Stacy did.
Stanley.
The buzzer round. If it was the old days, the buzzer round.
I'm
Boom. And I
pulling,
move on
I'm
to the next
pulling.
round, but now we have the overtime
I'm
rules for
stretching there.
everybody, and I don't know why Deep Throw is at the forefront of my brain.
Me neither.
I actually don't watch
Think that thing was
X-rated
wrapped
movies.
too
I don't
hard
watch
around
porn
your
at all.
brain.
It's not my thing. So
Gonna
Your
whip
girlfriend's
that
not
thing
allowed
off.
watching this
I
all.
use the imagination. I'm a Muppet baby when it comes to that.
Oh,
And so I don't
Muppet
really watch
baby.
a lot of bad
Muppet
movies in that
baby.
area, but I know Midnight Cowboy was a trivia question, and if actually you look, I crossed out Deep Throw because I knew it wasn't right, and I started writing the M from Midnight
That was a
Cowboy, but they
great
call it
show.
time. And it just,
Screw
it
you
was right
people that
there,
think
and Stacy
otherwise.
knocked it out of the
Muppet
park,
Babies
and
was
I
great.
hit a little bunt that just I couldn't leg
You
out.
just tapped it and it was just.
wasn't no
straight to the
Garfield.
pitcher.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
no
so
Chippendale
just,
Rescue
not my
Rangers.
best performance
it was
today,
great.
but you know,
Definitely
it's-
wasn't no
I'm here to
He-Man.
save lives, and
He-Man was
somebody
awesome.
died on the table today, but that doesn't mean somebody's going to die on the table tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
probably
Mark.
they will. Probably a
So
lot
now,
of deaths.
so now that you're out of the tournament,
Yeah.
Now
are
that
there
you're
any
out of
people
the
you're
tournament.
absolutely rooting for?
Oh, I'm not watching.
Now that he's out of the tournament,
I'm gonna go land
more of
a
Evan
beach for a
DeGraff's
couple months,
sleeves
sip
are
some
gone.
margaritas and just get all this ultimate Schmoedown mess out of my head. No, I mean, I think if I was looking at somebody, clearly I'm going to be gunning for Stacy because I think that she really has the wealth of knowledge that you need to be able to make a run in this tournament, a lot like what I did last year. Because I was not the best competitor in last year's tournament. I just had the right plays, and Stacy has the ability to play the game well, even if she doesn't know as many answers as somebody else. So I think you can always look out for your Bibianis and your Levines of the world, but I think Stacy's one
Bibiani,
of the
Levine. That match already happened.
I'm actually very
Wait a minute.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
You should give Johnny LaQuasto these scrubs back, though. They don't fit you at all.
This is why you don't have huge friends that work in the emergency room because not my size.
Oh, back to you guys.
So you hear there, man. Stacy is excited, pumped.
She's primed for victory. Ken.
Looking to make the mark.
Yes.
And Mark Ellis, he has some questions.
He does.
He has some soul searching. He has maybe a date with the Carrots to see if he turned his back on him.
Yeah.
I'm interested to
Here's
see
what happened. We were all looking for that
Frank's
match of
stat
destiny.
rundown because remember all the questions that Stacy got wrong. There wasn't many.
A young woman from Texas
missed
and a man dressed as
3
a doctor.
in round
Apparently,
1,
malpractice
1 in
is a
round
real thing,
2.
Ken. You don't dress
That's
up
gonna
like
be
doctors and lose. So
I think at this point
be
we're just making
about
words up.
Yep,
Josh.
yep,
That's good.
yep.
That is the ultimate trivia Schmoedown
high
competition for
70s,
the
high
day.
70%,
That is
75,
a big
76.
match. You guys are going to like, comment, put your thoughts and opinions down here. Don't forget to
I'm interested
get
to
the
see how
full
much it
details
actually
over
was.
The Schmoedown rundown, which is on the SASSY
Terminator
Network.
and Draco
Of course,
that I
Inside
created.
Schmoedown live every Thursday, 2 p.m.
Hey, Knapsack, I just saw you. Oh, there you are again. They're still doing that opening.
Alright, what is going on, everyone? Frank here from the Rundown, and let's just get right into this one because
I stand by my
we had
version.
yet
I prefer the
another
regular
upset in the
fade.
tournament.
They don't need to
Stacey
get the
Howard
glitchy
defeats Baby
stuff.
Carrots in
Sudden death.
Short,
really quickly.
yeah.
Let's see how we got there. This was a nice back and forth in the first round with Ellis earning a 6-5 lead, and in the second round, Ellis was able to build on that a bit, as Stacy was only able to scoop up 3 points in that round compared to Ellis's 5.
Yeah, that's right.
So
she
ended
came
up
from
trailing
behind too.
11-8, heading
Happened
into the
again.
third.
You just said
Now,
20%
only
chance
6
the
people in
person from
entire history of
behind
Schmoedown
wins.
have
Well,
come
now it
back in a
happened 2
13
times in a
or
row.
more deficit, and this was by far not even close to being over, as her teammate Brienne showed us just last match. Sure, the odds were against Stacy, but with a little luck, she managed to survive and get to sudden death, as Ellis was unable to answer one of his 2 final questions that would have given him the win. And that is highly surprising because between his 3 and 5 pointer, he is a combined 7 for 11 heading into this match. Now, although he did run into this problem in his last match against Clark Wolf, so there is that. But what may even be more surprising is Ellis losing in sudden death on a question in which he knew the answer. He just couldn't pull out in time.
Yeah.
So Stacy wins this one, 15-14. You know, this wasn't the most accurate match we've ever seen, but with the dramatics at the end, it just doesn't get any better than this in tournament play. Now, as we take a closer look to each player's individual stats
He had
for the
63%.
match,
That was
we'll see
with
that Mark
some
Ellis
questions
answered 12
wrong.
out of 19 for a 63% accuracy rate. Shifting over to Stacy Howard, she answered
61.
11 out of 18 for 61% accuracy
I
rate.
think
Now,
high 70s
how can her
Where'd you
accuracy
get all her
rate be
questions wrong?
lower than Mark Ellis and she's still the
3
winner? Well, if we look at
on the-
percentage of points earned, she's at nearly 52%, while Mark Ellis is at 45%. That's usually an indication that the player who won probably performed much better in the third round, and that was the case here. Mark Ellis only answered the 2-pointer, while Stacy Howard answered the 2 and 3 for 50% of the points in the third round.
I'd have to go back and look at it again. I only remember her getting 5 questions wrong. I think he said she got 7
now,
wrong.
only 8 people have started their career 2-0 prior to this match. Sitting at number 1 all-time best performance.
Rachel on
2-0
top.
is
Best
Rachel
2-0 start.
She answered 86% of her questions, 25 out of 29. She's ahead of players like Drew Queenie,
Rachel,
Dan
better
Murray,
2-0 start than
Clark Wolf,
Drew,
Sam Levine,
and Dan,
number 6,
Clark,
this is where Stacy Howard entered.
Riley,
She's answered 22 out of 31 for nearly 71% correct. And I should note here that
Shameless Crusher promotion, but I will
did in the
gladly do it.
This is only what they've done in league and tournament play. Now, as we take a look here at the bracket, yes, Stacy.
Only one match left.
Both players are 2-0, so one of them is going to become the
Dear God,
player.
if Roka loses too, what in the world?
JTE and Josh McCouga have accomplished.
Yeah, whoever wins that
Now, as we look
Stacy
up
Rachel
there,
match
our
will
Schmoedown
go
record
into the
books,
3-0
let's take a
column.
look at all-time point
Very
leaders.
interesting.
Guess what, Mark Ellis? You may have lost the match, but you did move up a few slots on that leaderboard from 10
Well,
to
that
7th.
seventh, that ain't gonna last much
Ranked
longer.
7th with 135.
Enjoy being 7th while you
9
can.
matches. It's unfortunate
Unless
with his
Jeff
early
stinks it
tournament
up
record,
against
he had a real
JTE.
shot if he went on a run here.
JTE is actually going to pass Christian. I know he's been in a lot more matches, but still, that's hard to ponder.
See how long Mark Ellis can climb up that leaderboard once again. Alright, if you're looking for more stats and info on your favorite players and teams, go follow at SD Rundown Stats on Twitter for more. And if you want to listen to full breakdowns and analysis of every single match, be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast every Saturday on the SK Plus YouTube channel, as well as on the Schmoes Know podcast feed on iTunes. Alright, that is it. This has been your post-match Schmoedown breakdown.
Uh-oh.
Hey! Okay, wait, what? Okay, first of all, where were you?
Car got a flat tire. Somebody did it. I think it was the dude. You know, that,
Probably
you know,
Finn's
he's
job.
probably drunk. I swear to God, it's not my fault. Listen, understand. Past that. What happened?
We need to know, right now. I won.
What?
No, I won!
Word?
I won!
Wait, listen. No, listen.
What?
That means you will now play Rachel. So, this all works, okay? We can make all this happen. We get all this together. You, Rachel, make this whole
Wait a
work.
minute.
It's gonna be a whole plan. Okay, now look, we need to go.
They better not be teasing no swerve here.
Which way are we going? This way.
No, this way.
Okay, let's go.
How they're not teasing no swerve where the person that wins that's gonna join the group and kick the other one out.
Hello.
That would be a damn shame.
Don't give me that hello outlaw crap. You've been ducking me for far too long, Riley.
Oh, ducking you? Hardly.
I'll watch it this
dude.
time just
I'll
for
take you on Schmoedown
just
any
because it's
day
the
of
last
the
time
week.
I'm gonna see
Anytime.
Mark
Any
for a
day,
while.
anytime?
Any day, anytime, Roka.
Now when I
Just
see
like
Mark,
last
I'm
time.
gonna
Why
cry.
don't you put your money where your mouth is? I owe you for that one.
Oh yeah, you want a Schmoedown?
Oh, I want a Schmoedown right now.
Oh, you want a Schmoedown right
I
now?
want a Schmoedown right now, Riley.
Well then draw.
Oh, it's getting
Oh.
hot in here. If you're engaged to take movie trivia seriously, you should take the fans into consideration. Y'all have been begging for your shot at the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Yeah, well, they
You
were
get your
begging for
opportunity. We are
Christian
proud to
versus
introduce
Mark,
the movie
and
trivia
that ain't
Schmoedown.
happening either. Oh well, there's always the app where you can see them play.
And compete against your favorite competitors.
I can see now
join a
people
league,
making
or
up
play a
fake
friend one-on-one.
Mark Ellis and
After
fake
you
Christian
accrue enough points,
Harloff
you can unlock
and making them
your
play
Beacon
each other
division
on the
and
app.
play in another format.
Just to see it. And then they
Find some
posted
fans
it on the
from all over
Facebook
the world,
page
climb up
just
the
to say
rankings,
that we
be
saw
the
it.
champion, challenge a champion, but make sure you've earned
People
it.
need to get on that.
We're so excited for y'all to finally get a chance to play the
I'm
movie
choking up
trivia.
in my
This
sadness.
app is for all you movie trivia fans who have ever said,
I totally knew that.
How'd you miss that?
it's for everybody. Make sure you guys download it right now on iTunes for a one-time fee of just $3.99. And make sure you request to join the Movie Trivia Facebook page. And then one day, maybe you can challenge the likes of a Roka, a Riley, maybe even your old pal, Baby Carrots. I'll be your Huckleberry. It's Schmoedown time.
Alrighty, fun, boo-hoo-hoo, Mark Ellis is out. Everything that could possibly go wrong in my first round bracket has gone wrong. My bracket was in about 76 pieces before. It will probably be in more pieces if I can find the remaining pieces. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what people think was the bigger upset. Brienne over Clark or Stacy over Mark. I think people would probably say this is the bigger upset, simply because, Mark is definitely a much more established player, obviously winning the Ultimate Schmoedown last year. But, wow. That's stunning. That was absolutely wowing and stunning and unbelievable. Stacy versus Rachel. That's going to be very interesting. Rachel even said, if you saw the latest Reactor Summit from Take 3, that she was actually probably hoping to play Mark because, we don't know enough about Stacy to really get a good grasp on strengths and weaknesses. That makes it really tough to call, her upcoming matches. Beat Voico, and now has beat Mark Ellis. She beats Rachel. I mean, my goodness. That's going to be a very interesting match to see. And I can't wait to see it. And whoever wins that, whoever wins between Inman and Roca and then against Levine, that could potentially be the match of the whole tournament. I mean, there's been some great matches, but that could go down as probably the best one, just based on drama, level of play. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top in those next couple of matches. But with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts. We've almost gone on for an hour now, and loving every minute of it. So, always be sure to watch their video first, because it's the right thing to do. Follow me on Twitter at WWJTH1. I post almost every single one of my reactions to that page. Join the Wrestling Trivia Showdown. Join Joey Moore's Fan Reaction League. Join Movie Battleground. Join There Will Be Trivia. Join everything that is Schmoedown related on the Facebook page, including the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts. Until next time, I'm your host, JTH, saying until next time, thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu.